Are you looking to sell your home this fall? Well, it's time for the Real Estate Rundown with Alison Rhinehart. Hi, Alison.
Hi, Jessica.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Always glad to be here.
And look, we're in our fall matchy colors, unplanned.
It's that time of year. It's that time of year.
Yes. Okay, so let's get rolling on this topic because I know you have some exciting stuff to share. The first thing on the list is, what is the new buzzword? I'm hearing something, and I know that you know.
The Fort Wayne real estate market is always in flux, always changing. The buzzword is more balanced, right?
Okay.
So it's not a crazy seller's market anymore, but sellers' price points are still at 14% more than they were a year ago. So we have this really great window of opportunity. If people are thinking about selling their home, now's the time to do it. We're telling all of our clients, if you're thinking about next year, you might want to push that up a little bit. There's not a lot of confidence going into 2023, and that's a little bit because of these interest rates. Right?
Okay.
All these interest rates, buyers are worried about it, sellers are keeping a close eye too. I want to show you a graphic of what interest rates look like over the course of several years. So this is the long-term picture. People are freaking out now because they were higher than they were just, a year ago, and they are, but they're about the same rate as they were in 2009, 2010. So we have to keep everything in perspective is what I recommend. And also lenders are putting out 60 to 90-day locks. So if you're thinking about it and need a little bit more time, they can do that for you. So that's also something to keep in mind. I want to tell you a story about a closing that I had yesterday. These were first-time home buyers who were renting. Their interest rate, they locked in at 6.3%, little high, but their mortgage payment was half of what they were paying in rent, even with a slightly elevated rate from earlier this year.
Okay, so that's good. So
that's great. That was a big win for them.
Yeah, so that, there's so many nuances to the process and why people need an expert to help guide them along the way. So tell us, how should homeowners start preparing for the fall, especially if they're going to be selling their home?
Oh my gosh, right now is a great time to prepare. We just had a checklist, and I love checklists of what homeowners can do right now. They're the typical things, like it's a great time to look at gutters, look at your chimney sweep, get everything cleaned up. I always say, look at the fix-its. If you have something obviously glaring that's not working, like a broken shutter or a stain in the carpet, get that taken care of because that's what people are going to look like when coming through your home. So take a look at that. Paint, interior paint, a fresh coat can go a really long way. In fact, we're supposed to be painting, freshening up our interiors every 5 years, they say, just to get kind of that freshen up look.
Yeah, that's good. Just to give it a nice new glow or maybe change the color scheme.
That's right. That's right. It can go a long way.
It can. Okay, so how can buyers get the biggest bang for their buck?
Well, okay, I love this because a lot of times homeowners don't know all those projects you do, the remodels. You don't always get 100% back of your money of what you put in. So the little things like a new garage door, a new front door, you will get 100% back, but those huge projects, usually not as much. Buyers are looking for the number one thing, a new home office. So if you're selling, convert a space or build a home office space, because since 2009, 159% of us more are working from home. So that home office is really important. Number two, finished spaces. Buyers today want it done. So if you have an unfinished basement, take a look at that, finish it out, you get an ROI of 75% of your money back.
Wow.
And number three, do you want to take a guess?
Would it be the outdoor patio area?
That is part of it. The whole curb appeal, right? Jessica, when you pull up to a house and you just get that warm, fuzzy feeling, the first impression goes a long way. And statistics show that buyers will pay up to 7% more for a home with great curb appeal. So we're talking about that patio, the landscaping, the walkway.
Yes, because people want to imagine, like they want to pull up and say, ooh, this is where I live. That's their comfort spot, and always say that your home has to be conducive to the space that you want to live in to be the most productive.
100%.
And so I love that so much. Okay, as you're out looking at homes,
Yeah.
right, and seeing all the amenities and things that are offered, what would you say are some cool things that you're seeing now that's trending in the homes?
Oh my gosh, I've seen some really cool things this week. Okay, you know how everybody loves a big island in the kitchen. It's a gathering spot.
I do.
This week, I saw a home with 2 islands.
Oh,
so that's
yes.
even more places for people to sit and gather and then double the storage. It was amazing.
Yes.
I also saw, I love a good sunroom, especially in the Midwest.
Okay.
And I saw a sunroom decked out in chandeliers. So it just
Ooh.
made it super sparkly, warm, inviting. So that was really neat. And
Yes.
also I'm loving, and maybe you are too, all the fall, holiday, Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
And it's that time of year.
It
Do you want to take a
is.
guess how much we are spending on fall decor as Americans this year alone?
All together? I don't even
Altogether.
know. In the millions?
It's going to be in the billions.
No way.
$10.5 billion, and it's an all-time record for Halloween decor and what we're spending.
Ooh, wow. Allison, thank you so much for coming in and sharing that wonderful information. And if people have follow-up questions or want to learn about your services, how can they contact you?
They can contact me by emailing me at allison@reganfergusongroup.com.
Okay, wonderful. And you heard it here. This is the Real Estate Rundown with Allison, and we'll be right back.